Nanami and Itadori are both on the same timing, and oh my lord, the way they jumped this man right here, it gotta be one for the books. I'm talking about they was taking turns with coordinated attacks, and then was hitting him with a 10-piece McChicken, let him get up combo. How you beat someone ass so bad that they literally see the title screen as death? Now this kid right here, this dog, this GOAT is actually him. My boy Itadori left right Yuuji done pulled an NBA Finals 0-3 to 4-3 comeback on one of the most diabolical villains in new gen anime. Now before I show y'all the straight embarrassment that Yuuji delivered to this bitch, I gotta give y'all some background info about these two niggas and why they beefing. Now it's gonna take a little minute, but just bear with me, I promise it's worth it. And yes, there will be spoilers ahead, so heads up for that. So in season 1 of JJK, we see that Mahito is a curse, and his cursed ability is idle transfiguration, meaning that if he touches you anywhere, and yes that includes your no-no square, he can manipulate your body parts, change you into a mindless curse, and even cause you to explode. And to make matters worse, bro is just a grown man with the mentality of a murderous child, meaning that he wants to kill whoever and cause havoc for the fun of it. And mind you, a regular human can't see cursed spirits, so imagine you walking down the street with your girlfriend and y'all chatting and whatever, then you take another look back at her and all of a sudden she look like this. You gonna be like, bro, who is this? Who the f did this to my babe? And now for all you know, your girl had a random body changing disease. But anyway, Yuuji becomes a main target for Mahito because he is literally the complete opposite of his character. Instead of wanting to kill and harm others for fun, he just wants to save people and fight for their safety. You know, he's just like a super chill and cool loving dude. So fast forward into a few episodes into the first season and we meet a character named Junpei. Bro looking like he listened to nothing but emo songs and posts sad edits with Bart Simpson for a living. Junpei is a kid that constantly gets bullied, is fatherless, and is probably one of the most unluckiest people to say in the least. So one day Junpei goes to the movie theater and sees 3 of the people that bully him there, and they is just ruining everything for him. I mean, they got their phones on, they constantly talking, and they just not minding their manners whatsoever, even though the theater was completely empty. But anywho, Mahito shows up and kills all 3 of them with ease, and Junpei sees it all happen, meaning that he also has cursed energy. So then my emo looking brethren follows him out the movie theater, and this is where the manipulation begins. Mahito begins talking to Junpei and telling him that he is special and that he has cursed energy. And then he starts filling up on his face and moving kind of questionable. Now when I watched this scene, I picked up that phone with light speed and had to call the authorities, because why is this curse filling up on a minor like this? Over here looking like you ready to party with P. Diddy, man, get your freaky ass on somewhere. So fast forward to another day and Junpei is talking to his school teacher. The teacher talking about something. Well, those guys at the movie theater that died were your friends, right? You didn't even attend their funeral. Man, what's wrong with you? And of course this triggers Junpei because he was always getting punked by those people. Like, bro, they literally showed a flashback of the bullying while the teacher was talking. I need whatever he's smoking on because clearly he got a different definition of friends. His friends probably stood for fake, raggedy, incel, inflaming, nasty nigga, dumb shits. Like, let's be so for real. So right before Junpei gets ready to pack this man up out of pure rage, Itadori comes in and catches a curse that got loose. While he does that, he notices Junpei and is like, hey bro, I need to speak to you. The teacher come in trying to interrupt, so my goat pulls his pants down to embarrass him, then yeets the mugs off, and then takes off on his fat ass. Bro said, get your speed up, not your weight, nigga. So after that, big dude tries to hawk him down, and since he was so big and slow, Itadori was able to circle around and come back to Junpei to talk to him. And from here, we just get a bunch of heartwarming scenes with them two talking and becoming friends. I mean, they was kicking it at rivers, hanging out at each other's homes, talking about curses and cursed energy, and for the first time ever, Junpei finally felt like he had a true friend. Unfortunately though, this doesn't last because it's like they say, everything good must come to an end. Because right after that last heartwarming scene, we see Junpei's mom getting creeped up on by a curse, and next thing you know, she is sliced in half like a $5 footlong from Subway. Jared, get your bitch ass out this video. So after that, Junpei is obviously traumatized and is trying to cope with what just happened, while Itadori is still out handling jujutsu sorcerer business. And lo and behold, guess who decided to spin back at the worst possible time and win a gold medal in the field of instigating? Yup, Mahito. Also off topic, but why from this angle does it look like Junpei's grabbing Mahito in the dick? So with the instigating king being present, he lies to our emo kid and says that this cursed finger lured that curse to attack his mom, and the person that said it there was one of his bullies named Shota. Even though it was Mahito that placed that motherfucker there! So again, this is where the manipulation was going crazy. Junpei then takes that information and heads to his school to confront Shota. He started hitting him with some amazing revenge and then punks him by making him cry and apologize. And right before he kills Shota, Yuuji busts in the door and is all like, "Yo! What is you doing? Do you not see that you being the equivalent of a school shooter right now, but with cursed energy?" And Junpei looks at this nigga like,
I put this Shota up, and I drop him, cause I don't care. I don't care.
Then the next episode comes in and we send them boys straight boxing. They going blow for blow and they both talk about the whole situation with the school. And of course, since it's a shonen anime, Itadori takes some notes from Naruto and start pulling out his talk no jutsu. He telling Junpei that he doesn't have to kill people and that he could be doing a lot of good with this cursed energy. But Junpei start crying and say how him and his mom were both cursed by the world, so they were bound to be failures. And in rage, he stabs Itadori. But my goated protagonist just takes the hit like a real nigga and tells emo boy that we gonna be a team and I'll help you take on any obstacles that comes your way. Let this be a lesson, y'all. Get you a friend like Itadori for real. But as soon as we get another heartfelt moment between these two, guess who pops in and ruins it? This unwanted waste of a cursed sperm cell. He come in and immediately presses Yuuji against the wall, then walks up to Junpei. Mahito puts his hand on his shoulder and tells him, "Hey bruh, I ain't gonna lie to you, I definitely was toying with you this entire time. Now G-T-A-B. Get that ass band, bitch ass nigga," and turns him into a curse. And since Itadori can't heal him or do anything to save him really, Junpei looks at Itadori one last time and then straight up dies. Then without a split second later, this worthless garbage is dying of laughter. What the fuck is so funny? I don't see Kevin Hart around. Mike Epps ain't in the building. So what is so funny?
These nuts.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's about to go down. Before Mahito can finish up laughing, Yuuji punches the soul out this man so hard that it made him do a backflip and even caused him to start bleeding. Yuuji looking like he ready to go Super Saiyan after losing his bro, so you already know he want all the smoke. Anytime someone has an aura to them like this and you can only see one eye, run. Now Yuuji ain't with the talking and now he running the fade. Just look at the combo. 1, 2, 3, 4, and here's some more. And back at it again with another Dragon Ball reference. My boy start dodging every hit like he got Ultra Instinct, and then the fight lead up to taking place outside. Mahito hit him with some spikes through his hand and my guy is like, "Nigga, you think this finna stop me? Man, bring your bitch ass over here." And with his back up against the wall, Mahito pulls out more spears and stabs Yuuji so he can swap out with Sukuna, which by the way, I didn't mention earlier, but Sukuna is a very strong curse and is connected to Yuuji's soul, and that allows him to not get affected by Mahito's idle transfiguration technique. So keep that in mind. Now Yuuji doesn't swap out to Sukuna and is like, "Nah, I'ma do my own thing." Grabs his skull and pounds it into oblivion. No diddy. Just bow, 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 and over again. Then follows it up with a roundhouse kick to the face. Just look at this dude. With the face he making right here, it looks like he catching the meanest back shots known to man. Now right before Yuji's about to land a KO on old dude, he teleports out the way and is about to blindside Yuuji. But then he gets saved by someone named Nanami. Nanami is Itadori's mentor who we've seen in previous episodes and even had a one-on-one fight with Mahito too. But this video ain't about him, so yeah. Anyways, Nanami and Itadori are both on the same timing, and oh my lord, the way they jumped this man right here, it gotta be one for the books. When I say they jumped this man, I mean they jumped this man. I'm talking about they was taking turns with coordinated attacks and then was hitting him with a 10-piece McChicken, let him get up combo. How you beat someone ass so bad that they literally see the title screen as death in their own eyes. So now Mahito uses his domain expansion and tries to kill both of them. But Sukuna is like, "Hey bruh, I told you to stop fucking with my soul, didn't I? Now take this slice, you raggedy bitch," and cuts him in the shoulder, which led to him disabling the domain. Then Mahito turns himself into a big balloon looking thing and Itadori punches him. But that was just a decoy version of himself, while the real one used that to distract him to escape. And that's pretty much it of them beefing in season 1. Now we got season 2. And let me tell y'all right now, it's about to get more dark than Kabi Lame during the solar solar eclipse. Now my boy Itadori and a whole bunch of other sorcerers are in Shibuya because it's a bunch of high tier curses ready to commit some devious acts in that area. And I ain't finna give a whole recap of everything that went down, but just know that your boy Nanami got into a little something while in Shibuya. Man's looking like he trying to do a cosplay of Two-Face from Batman. Bro is literally the personification of I'm alive but I'm dead. So Mahito then pulls up on him and is like, hey bro, let's have a little chat. And by the look on his face, he already knows it's about to be over for him. And by the time Yuuji catches up to him, he already knows it's too late. So Nanami takes his final look at Yuuji and says this.
You take it from here.
So now Yuuji mad that his dog just got put into a pack and start charging Mahito, and they instantly start boxing. Now I'm not even gonna lie to you, Yuuji was kind of getting cooked for a little minute. I mean, Mahito even gave him this ugly ass scar across his face. And to make matters worse, he taunts Yuuji by making fun of Junpei. This man already filled up the disrespect meter to the max, and now he just kicking that bitch into maximum overdrive. Yuuji then lures Mahito into an elevator so he can try and get the upper hand on him in close combat. So he pops in the elevator ready for smoke, and my goat is posted up behind him ready to hit him with a big ass haymaker. But Mahito weaves that shit and then pulls out his P. Diddy card once again because he tried to give my boy a kiss of death. Imagine your girl trying to hit you with a double stack super suck combo, but then her lips turn into some damn knives. That would have been the greatest pump fake you've seen in a minute. So they still continue to box it out, and as per usual, Mahito is using civilians as curses to traumatize Yuuji. But then we see a clone of himself go after Yuuji's good friend and teammate Nobara. Now Nobara also played a big role in season 1, but again, this vid ain't about you, so you can get in that same box as Nanami over there. Which actually brings me to my next point. After boxing with the clone for a little minute, it decides to run back to the original because the fake can't use the idle transfiguration technique. Nobara starts tracking him down, and since the real one was also meeting up with the clone, Yuuji also followed his op. All four of them eventually meet up and the Mahito twins swap out. Yuuji picks up on what's about to happen. It's like, yo, Nobara, don't let that nigga touch you! And now Yuuji and everyone else watching the show know what's about to happen. Nobara gets her little life flashback and then gives us one last message.
Life wasn't so bad.
But I ain't even worried because she'll come back, right? Like if not now, then definitely sometime in the manga, right? Then without even a minute to cope with what just happened, Mahito charges Yuuji and punches the mess out of him with a black flash, which by the way is one of the most powerful and hardest attacks to pull off in the show. Then he just start beating the absolute mess out of him. Bruh must have taken a page out of Stink Meter's book because he talking all kinds of crazy. What's really good, Nyaka? I just killed your mentor and your friend. Get your balls up! Get your balls up, nigga! Now it's one thing to break a man's body, but breaking his spirit too is wicked. And right before Mahito's about to split this man in half, my goat gets teleported out the way thanks to Toto. I love big butts and I cannot lie, Aoi. Toto is someone else that Yuuji met back in late season 1, and they was able to build a good bond over fantasizing about thick hoes and fighting special grade curses. So if you want more info about him, either go watch the show or watch someone else's video. Now Yuuji is feeling like he wanted to give up because he crying and telling Toto that he's too weak to save anyone. And Toto is just like, hey bro, I know you just lost your dogs and you in a lot of pain, but you gotta get up and stop crying like a bitch! Spin back for Nanami, spin back for Nobara, and let's jump this motherfucker! And with that pep talk, Yuuji's ready to get back into the fight, and he instantly smacks the mess out of Mahito with a black flash to the face. Now my boys are posed up and they ready to get it cracking. So now they start pulling out team ultimates like they playing Ultimate Ninja Storm 4. I mean, they throwing each other at Mahito like they footballs that pack some damage, and they is just completely jumping him just like how Yuuji did with Nanami. Then at the end of the episode, we get hit with the coldest big 3 pose I have ever seen in my life. Now fast forward into the next episode and they still trying to jump this man. But after a while, Mahito uses his domain expansion once again. And just like before, Mahito touches Yuuji's soul, but it don't have no effect on him. And Sukuna is in there looking at him like, you know you done fucked up, right? This kid is about to embarrass you. trust. However, the domain does affect Toto and he ends up having to cut his hand off. Now for his sake, I hope he not left-handed, because if he is, then he gonna have to kiss his days of beating his meat goodbye. And I don't want nobody in the comments judging me. I know y'all was thinking it too. Anyways, he then gets charged by Mahito and gets hit by a black flash straight to the stomach. And if he didn't use his cursed energy to protect it, then that would have been way worse than a bruise. I put that on Nanami's grave. So Mahito realizes that Toto can no longer clap and use his technique, so he charges in and goes for the kill. But then my second GOAT improvises and uses Mahito's hand instead. Now Yuuji gets switched into position and delivers another black flash to his face. Then we get a look back at Toto and he's pretty much out the fight. Bro hand looked like he dipped in India's most polluted river and his face and body look like it's damn near decaying. With that being said, my guy tags out and tells Yuuji that it's up to him. Yuuji looks over and is like, I got you, big dog. So we get towards the final fight and Mahito pulls out a transformation. Now I ain't even gonna lie, the nigga looked kinda clean. In a way he looked like a mixture of Final Form Sukuna mixed with Cooler's body. Please tell me y'all see the similarities. Anyways, they start charging each other and Yuuji goes in for a kick but gets countered. Then he counters Mahito's attacks and now they start duking it out, bruh. I mean, they going band for band but with punches and kicks. But just like trying to fight Broly in Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3, Mahito got super armor on him and then yeets my goat into the ground. So then Yuuji gets up and hits him in the shoulder with a delayed black flash, then follows up with hitting him with a full force black flash to his love handle. I mean, he made his pupil straight disappear, and judging from this shot, Yuuji punched that bitch with maximum efficiency. Now, ladies and gentlemen,
this is exactly what I've been waiting for. This is exactly, I don't mean to sound like Cat Williams, but this is exactly what I've been waiting for.
Next shot, we see Mahito shriveled up, skinnier than an anorexic toothpick, and coughing up that nut after getting hit with some big dick cursed energy. And my goat is posted up in front of him talking about some, you know what, bruh? I am just like you. I'ma kill you now, and if you keep coming back, I'll just kill you over and over again. My role is to kill curses, and I know that now. But your role is to be on my dick and blowing the dick daily. Your life is nothing. You serve zero purpose. You should kill yourself now. My boy turned so cold-hearted that even the weather changed around him. So then Mahito starts trying to run away, but Yuuji is just there slowly walking towards him. But then he eventually trip, fall, and break his ankle, and Yuuji is just off in the distance standing there menacingly. He turned around again and now he's right in his face. And guess what Mahito start doing? This ugly ass dude start crying and throwing random crap at Yuuji. I mean, this dude is so terrified, it is embarrassing. So my goat pulls his fist back and punches the ground right in front of him and blows Mahito away. Then he crawls to someone named Kinjaku, who by the way was his cursed master at the time, and begs him for help. Then he has his life ended in a very embarrassing way by getting absorbed and pretty much dying right there. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how my left-right goat had the greatest get back in new gen anime. I want to give a huge shout out to Sapphire, codename Super, and Blinkboy for all inspiring me to make this type of video. I wanted to try something new and see if y'all enjoyed it. If y'all did, make sure to hit that like button. And if y'all want to see more like this video, then definitely let me know down in the comments below, and I got y'all with some more. Now with that being said, hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace!
Big tongue, 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 big ass tongue, big tongue, big tongue, big tongue, little tongue, big tongue, medium ass tongue, big tongue, big tongue, big tongue, big tongue, big tongue, big tongue, big